It's been a while. It's been a very long while since I've done a live stream publicly, but I'm back. And we're going to talk all about polarity. And today, we're going to specifically talk about this very inaccurate idea that polarity, a woman being in her feminine, staying in her feminine, is somehow limiting instead of liberating. And I might do a video on this same topic for men as well, because it's really the same thing, different but same. But the truth is that being a feminine woman and staying in your feminine as a woman is not limiting in any way. It's liberating. It frees you to be who you really are. And it's like saying, I want to be free. What I'm painting a picture of being in your feminine, being free in your feminine. It's like, getting to be free at this 5-star resort, or be free at Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, and just, you're free to just have fun and enjoy your life. And then women are like, oh, that's so limiting. I should be able to go camping at a garbage dump. Right? I should be able to live in a sewage treatment plant. Right? I should be able to do that. Right? It's so limiting to have to be at a 5-star resort. No, you don't actually enjoy being in a garbage dump. That's not why you are on this earth, to live at a garbage dump. And that's what operating in your masculine is like. And many women just don't even realize it, because that's all they've known since before they had memories when they're a child. It's all they've known. It's not fun. Why would you want to do something that is not fun, that feels stressful, that feels like work? Right? Is that really freedom? Is that really what you want to do? Here's another, here's something else that's really, really important to this. Women who say that, there's only one reason that a woman would say that. It's because she's not home in her feminine. She's not home in her heart, in her feelings. She's not able to stay in her feelings, in her body, and just feel and just let go of control. Right? And just and feel worthy to just receive from a man, from the universe, without having to try and make things happen all the time. Right? That's why a woman would say that. So the ironic part is that women, when they say that, they're actually in an energetic prison of their own making. Okay? It's like okay, here's an example. If you're a slave, right, in the 1700s in the US, whatever, and people are like, and some leaders like, oh, people are supposed to be free. Slaves are supposed to be free and doing what they want in their life. And then slaves are like, oh, that's so limiting. I should be able to just stay as a slave as much as I want. Kind of a weird analogy, but this is actually true, because women are, the real slavery is that you are trapped in this energetic prison that you can't get out of, right? Because when a woman is able to be in her heart, who's able to be in her feelings, who's let go of the wounding, the trauma that's keeping her operating in her masculine, she's not going to want to go back to her masculine. Now, sometimes she might have to go into her masculine for whatever reason, but a woman who's fully home in her heart, in being able to receive and letting go, why would she want to go there, right? It's women who are actually trapped in that mode of operating, right? Because why? Because they lack self-worth, because they don't believe that they are worthy of being able to just let go and receive from a man and from the universe, because they don't feel safe in their body. They don't feel safe with their feelings. They're up in their head, right? Operating from their head, trying to control things. And so that's what essentially what's happening is the ego is making excuses to stay in this very limited prison that a woman doesn't really enjoy. But the idea of doing, like, operating from this other place, first of all, it's totally foreign because a woman's just not home there. She's afraid of her feelings. She's afraid to just be in her body and stay in her body and open herself up to receive and let go of all the control, right? Because why? Because that's terrifying, because she doesn't believe that if she does that, she's going to get her needs met, right? And so her ego comes up with these excuses, these reasons, like, oh, polarity is so limiting, right? That's not for me. Polarity is so limiting. No, it's liberating. It's liberating, because once you are actually home in your body, your feelings, you're not going to want to operate from your masculine. It's simple as that. You can if you want to, if you really want to, if you really, you get to this point, you're able to just be at home, and like, you're just attracting devotion from men, inspiring devotion from men and people left and right, and getting all of your needs met. Yeah, if you want to go step into your masculine for whatever reason, go for it. But it's not really something where a woman's going to be clamoring to do much of the time, right? Why would she want to? And the thing is, so this is what I always ask women when they come up with this argument. Are you able to just stay at home in your feelings, in your body, in letting go of all control, in opening yourself up to receive, and then step into your masculine as a conscious choice? A conscious choice. You're not compelled and forced to do it because you don't feel safe in your body and you have to feel like you have to control external reality to get your needs met. No, it's a conscious choice, right? That's fine if it's a conscious choice. The problem is that for most women, they're not home in their feminine. They're home in their masculine, and going into their feminine is like this awesome vacation that they get once in a while when a man who actually is really dominant allows them to just relax, right? But they can't do that on their own. Why? Because they're imprisoned by their masculine, because they don't feel safe just staying in their feminine, right? That's what the problem is. They're stuck living in a garbage dump instead of in Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, where everything is nice and fun and easy, right? That's what I want for women. And before women can make that shift, they have to realize what we're even talking about here, that this is what liberation really is, right? You have been trapped your entire life in your mind thinking that you need to be controlling things all the time because you don't have the self-worth, you don't have the faith, you don't have the trust that if you let go, everything will be fine, that you deserve to have your needs met, and it will happen, that it will happen, that you can just let go of all of that control of other people and of yourself, trying to control other people's perceptions, right? Containing yourself, holding yourself in, being afraid of telling a man, like, I feel really needy right now, or that I feel anxious, or I feel sad, or just being afraid of being too much, of being judged, of being taken advantage of being used, right? All of these fears are controlling you. They're controlling you, and it doesn't need to be that way. You could be living a much better life in Willy Wonka's chocolate factory if you do this work. If you choose to let go of those ego excuses and just know that you're limiting yourself right now because of fear and because of these excuses, because of these rationalizations, because you don't feel safe in your body, you don't feel home in your body, you don't even know how to fully access your feelings, possibly, right? You can shift all of that. Anything that you're experiencing in your love life that's less than total devotion, right, from a man, is because you're because you are not fully in your feminine, you're not fully in your feminine self-worth. Well, do you want to get there? Do you want to actually liberate yourself? Because you can. It's always a choice. It's always a choice, and it's your choice. You can have a relationship where you are in your feminine. You stay in your feminine. You're able to just be and let go of all fear. You don't have any fear. There is no fear left of being afraid that you're going to be judged or controlled or abandoned or anything like that, because you just feel so worthy. You feel your worth fully, and all you need to do is just express yourself, express your feelings, your desires, problems, your needs. And of course, your man is going to want to provide for you, and he's going to want to protect you. He's going to want to make your life easier. He's going to give you his best leadership, his best direction. He's going to want to become a better man for you because he's inspired to do so. He's inspired to do so because of your femininity, inspired to do so because of your self-worth that he can feel. He's inspired to do so because he loves the feeling of being received by you. This beautiful, feminine, vulnerable, radiant woman. That's a choice. Do you want to become that woman? If you do, I want to hear from you. I want you to send me a private message on Facebook and tell me why you want to become this woman and what problem is holding you back from it. So I want to talk about that. Talk about giving you the support, the devoted support that you need to become that woman. That's what I do. So send me a private message and let's talk.